So guys, JD just gave us a bunch of Halloween information in their newest video. Just the other day, JD made a video called Halloween 2025 MM2, and this video was jam-packed with new information. This video includes some potential clues to the two-word name hint, Dylan telling us what exactly he's seen in this update, what maps are going to be decorated by Joven, as well as me asking Dylan a lot of questions about the Halloween update. So if you guys haven't seen the new video from JD, in this video they invited me to join and talk about this MM2 Halloween update, share my thoughts on what I think is going on with this update, what I think is going to be added in this update, like when I think it's coming out, and a lot more. I tried to get as much information from JD in this video. Obviously, they couldn't answer everything, but we do have a lot more Halloween information that we never had before. So this video started off with me and Dylan talking about like what I think the release date's gonna be and what I think the two-word name hint could have been. I was first asked if I think the update's gonna be coming out in the next week, like on the 16th or 17th, but I'm not really 100% sure.
We're 6 to 7 days out. Wait.
Seeing how Nicholas has not really been too active on Roblox Studio, as you can see, my man is currently offline. Joven did end up asking me if I think that Nicholas might have his online status hidden, so you can't see what he's working on, which I don't think is the case because I have seen Nicholas online on Roblox, and you can even see that in my newest stream. We saw Nicholas online Roblox for a little bit, and according to MM2 Overview, Nicholas was just spotted in Roblox Studio the other day, and we can actually prove this by going to the testing server and seeing the last update was 20 hours ago. So that right there confirms that Nicholas is not hiding anything, even though a lot of the other MM2 team members are hiding their online status. Like we all know that Zyleek is hiding his. And I don't have a user recently brought up in my Discord server that he now has his online status private as well. Just did the best thing ever, making it so only his Roblox friends or Roblox connections can see what he's doing. So it says I don't have a use, it's offline right now, but there is a pretty solid chance that he's actually working on Murder Mystery 2 right now. In my last video, we saw I don't have a usage in studio, and he was just saying in my Discord server that he was making pumpkins and stuff, right? So we do know that he was still working on Murder Mystery 2, but now we can't even see if he's working on it or not, unfortunately. Me and Dylan then ended up talking about like old MM2 NPCs, and if any NPC has a chance of returning to this update, very similar to how the Traveler returned to Murder Mystery 2 back in 2023. That was an old NPC that was brought back. Do any NPCs have a chance of coming back again? Which Dylan straight up said he doesn't think that we are gonna be seeing an old NPC return, like basically confirming that we are not gonna be seeing any of the old NPCs. So Survivor and Zombie probably aren't coming back. Reaver, Scary Clown probably aren't coming back. Even like some of the small NPCs like Mr. Skelly probably won't see that dude return either, unfortunately. I mean, of course, Dylan hasn't seen everything. He actually confirms this later in the video. I mean, hey, maybe there's a chance that maybe an old NPC will return and Dylan just hasn't seen it in the update. I'm pretty sure Dylan has seen a lot of the concept art for the update, and if none of that looks like an old MM2 theme, that probably means it's not coming out. Alright, but later in the video, me and Dylan decided to patronize Joven and asking him a lot of questions for the update and seeing what ones he would answer. We decided to ask him on how many maps exactly is he adding decorations to, just to see if every single map is gonna have new decorations, and if maybe there's a chance that even more maps that are not currently in the game, Joven might be working on. But Joven did answer this and said that he is working on adding decorations to 13 different maps.
How many maps are you decorating?
I'm decorating 13.
13. And this got me very excited because if you count how many maps are currently in Murder Mystery 2, at least all the maps that are in Murder Mystery 2 right now, there is 14. Okay, wait. We are in the summer update right now. There are 2 summer maps in the game. So if you count every single map that's currently in the game, there's 14. But like all the permanent maps that are not part of any MM2 event, you can count and see that there are 12 that are currently in the game. So that means not only is Joven adding decorations to every single permanent map in the game, that also means one more map that is not a permanent addition will have Halloween decorations in them. Now this could lead to a whole lot of speculation, like maybe Joven is updating some of the Halloween maps that are going to be coming back in the game. My first thought about this is like Mineshaft, right? JD did actually talk about this in the video a little bit, but maybe Joven is updating the decorations in Mineshaft because fun fact, not a whole lot of people know this, but Mineshaft was originally going to be a permanent map in Murder Mystery 2. When it was added to the Halloween 2022 event, there were plans on it staying staying in the game forever. This was actually proven all the way back in 2022 when Mineshaft came out, when Xylee made a tweet asking people if Mineshaft should stay in the game. And hackers have actually been able to look through the Murder Mystery 2 code when Mineshaft is in the game, and seeing in the files in the Mineshaft map, there was a folder that just said Halloween with all the Halloween decorations, like all the pumpkins, all the spider webs, all of that, which meant if Nicholas wanted to keep Mineshaft in the game, all he would have to do is just delete the Halloween folder, and then Mineshaft would just look like a normal map with like no pumpkins, no Halloween decorations or anything. So that means that maybe the 13th map Joven is working on is Mineshaft. He's adding new decorations to the Mineshaft map, and if he is actually adding Halloween decorations to the Mineshaft map, that might mean that maybe Mineshaft will stay in the game even after the event ends, like it was supposed to, which I'm honestly really hoping that's the case, because Mineshaft was originally a permanent map that was supposed to stay in the game forever, and this version of Mineshaft was the revamp to that old map. So seeing how the original Mineshaft was permanent, why isn't the revamp to Mineshaft permanent? But what I think is probably the most likely option of what the 13th map might be is N Studio 2, because that is a map that Joven was working on and was planned to release like years ago, but never ended up coming out. I think way back in 2023, there was actually plans on the N Studio 2 map coming to the game, because there was an N Studio Halloween icon that was leaked for the update. So seeing that there was obviously work for an N Studio Halloween version, maybe they will add that to the game and we will see new Halloween decorations in N Studio 2. Maybe we will finally see N Studio 2 come into the game. JD was kind of hinting at the N Studio 2 map maybe coming back.
NS Office 2 is coming out!
I'm just saying, we've been waiting for N Studio 2 for a very long time, so I feel like everyone would be extremely happy if we finally saw this map in the game, but you know, I guess we'll have to see. All right, but near the end of the video, I asked Dylan a couple questions on what he knows about the Halloween update. I got to ask him 4 different questions. The first one being, has he seen any of the new godlies? Which he answered yes. He went to like the left side of the train tracks on the factory map, which is like a little mini game we were playing. If Dylan went to the left side, that meant yes. If he went to the right side, that meant no. And if he stayed in the middle, that means he couldn't answer the question. But it's confirmed that Dylan has actually seen at least a new godly that's going to be in the update. Has he seen all of them? I don't know, but he's at least seen a new godly in the update. I then asked Dylan if he's seen a new map in the update, which he said no, he did not. Maybe that means the map isn't done, and maybe Xylee is still working on it. I don't know. I do know Xylee has been doing a lot of work on his own game right now, like a little button game that he's working on. So seeing how he's doing a lot of work on that, I would assume that the map is done already, because if he still has to work on the Halloween update, why would he be working on his own game right now, you know? So I would assume the map is already done, and maybe just Dylan hasn't seen it yet. I do know that Dylan and Joven do get to see like concept art early before the update comes out, and that's why he sees a lot of the godlies early. We never really see the maps in the concept art, because the concept art is made by I Don't Have a Use, not Xylee. It seems that Xylee keeps his work a little bit hidden. He might show it to some people, but I guess Dylan is not one of those people, I suppose. But I then asked Dylan if he's seen the new NPC in the update. Dylan was a little bit hesitant at first because I specifically said new NPC. I didn't ask if he saw an old one. Has he seen a new one? Which he said yes, he has. So that basically 100% confirms that there is not going to be an old NPC coming back. It's going to be a brand new one. And my final question was asking if there was a new theme in the update. This is kind of like a stupid question. I only really said that because someone on the VC gang asked that. Dylan didn't want to answer that. I would assume there is a new theme if there's going to be a new NPC, but seeing how Dylan didn't want to answer if there was going to be a new theme, that gets me a little bit curious. Like, what if it's like a new NPC that has like the same theme as an old update? Like, imagine we saw like a new vampire NPC. I don't know. Probably not though. I would only assume that there's going to be a new theme, but I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comment section. Do you guys think that there's going to be a new theme to the update? I personally think there is going to be one. What maps do you guys think Joven is adding decorations to besides all the normal maps? And if I ever get invited to another JD video, what questions should I ask JD next? Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, guys, that's about it to this video, so I'm gonna end it off here. So until next time, goodbye.